So what are you talking about?
Yesterday.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said 30 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've had it. I'm not putting up with this anymore.
You took me to over 100 doctor's appointments, and I told you not to show up, and I didn't live with you.
Change the record.
Yeah, no, but you've taken me to over. I'm just saying. So you chose these things.
Well, I'm just saying.
Exactly. But I can't even speak to you about it, and you run away.
Because you keep playing the same goddamn record.
This is your record. Yeah, but think about it. Okay,
pity party.
No, it's not a pity party.
Jason. Victim. Get over it.
No, it's not a pity party.
Get over it.
What it is if you can take me to 100 doctor's appointments, we can talk about your mental illness.
Get over it.
Yeah, but think about it. Get over it. You have to get over it. You can't even let me talk about it to you once. How come I can't talk to you about it once? But you can tell me, hundreds of times. And we can have a conversation before 100 doctor's appointments.
We have had more than one conversation.
This is what I mean. Yes, I know, but you don't. That's because you don't answer, just like you didn't answer now. Just like when I went over the.
Get out of my face.
I went over
all the tapes
that I made.
I'm listening to the radio. I'm doing something online.
Yeah, but you can tell me something. You can suggest something, so I'm suggesting something to you. Nobody else can do it to you, right? Nobody else can tell you anything about anything, right? Right? I can't be upset about burning. It was more of a problem to you than me. And you started when I was 13 years old. You're acting like I had control now. You don't even listen or respond to me now. You've never answered me for all the stuff. You told me that you apologized to me and answered all my questions. I went through it. You didn't fucking answer any of my questions. And you didn't apologize to me either. You apologized to me the other day. The other day you did, but for that one talk, I went through it again. I went through it like fucking 10 times already. I can play it for you and you don't want to listen to it because you know the truth is in there.
I'm doing something. Get out of my face.
Exactly.
I am not going to tell you again.
You can prove yourself to me, but I can't prove myself to you. I'm not allowed. And I'm supposed to just blindly accept everything you tell me and all the pills you give me.
You're supposed to get the hell out of here. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, what do you mean I'm supposed to get out of here when you were on... Well, I lived at my mother's house and you drove there once a week and I didn't talk to you except for before I went to a doctor's appointment. And then you had so much information for the doctor and you got to talk to the doctor. And you've been talking to doctors long before that because you have frigging Crohn's disease and you have an ostomy, so you're programmed to the hospital. Yeah, it is. And you got some positive payback. You got more respect from the doctors than you do from your own sisters, and this is why you like this. It is. It is. You get to interact with people. That's why your fridge and all that stuff is all stocked full, because you're overdoing it. You're interacting with the fucking people that are selling you the foods and goods. And that's the same shit. You're just looking for an excuse to get out of the house and talk to somebody.
Get away from you.
No, but I didn't live with you. You did this long before that.
Get your foot off my carpet.
Long before that.
Get your foot off.
Long before that, you were doing this before I even lived with you. So what I'm saying is, it's just that you're lonely, man. And you're miserable. Where's your friends? Like, you don't talk to anybody. This is your way of interacting. This is how Dola does it. Usually people that have these problems have severe personality disorders. Yeah, I know, but see, you're, yeah, I know, but you could take me for over 2 years and I can't even tell you for 5 minutes. I can't tell you for 5 minutes, but you can take me to 100 doctor's appointments and then talk to the doctors, and then when I tell you about it...
the hours and hours and hours
of what?
That I drove you all over Hell's Half Acre.
Yeah, that's because the medications that you had me on had me freaking I was feeling so fucked up and so irritated I had to move. Yeah, because I was medicated since I was 13. And that you would have to drive 3 hours to do it. You would come to every single doctor's appointment. Every single doctor's appointment, and then tell the doctor to lock me up. And I was getting medicated. I was the one burning it, and now it affects you more than it affects me. That's personality disorder. And it's like, the funny thing is, like, even when I bring it to your attention, I can't even talk to you about it a little bit to express myself, and you don't ever answer me, and you didn't answer me, and you didn't apologize to me when you said you did. And other people know this too. So, and it doesn't matter. You don't even care.
Goddamn parent.
Yeah, I'm not paranoid.
towards me.
I have to.
And
I have to because you're delusional. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why you drove 3 hours. You drove 3 hours. You drove 3 hours, years and years and years, to take me to go talk to a doctor to get attention. Yeah. You drove me 3 hours. You drove me 3 hours to hundreds of doctor's appointments to get attention.
you're fooling me.
No, whatever. Yeah, that's right. What do you mean? You didn't burn taking the medication. You didn't feel like you were coming down off cigarettes for 2 years straight. It was me. I was the one going through it.
You were the one lying
no,
to the doctor.
Who cares? No, you lied to the doctor, just like when you said my mother was paranoid. You said my mother was paranoid and my father was paranoid, and
I
neither
didn't
one's
say
true.
your father was.
Yes, you did.
Your
Actually,
mother
you did.
was
I don't care
because
what
you
you
didn't
say.
even have her
I don't
name
care.
on.
Yeah, who cares? Who
On the
cares?
board
Yeah,
at
so what? Yeah,
Convoy.
that's hey, but hey, okay, now this is a security building, right? Just to prove you wrong, and nobody's buzzer, their door number is not on the buzzer, but there it was. So it's a better way to do that. Yeah. So you're saying that the person who owns this building has mental health issues because they chose to do it that way in a security building. Because my mother chose to be secure in her own, because it said 803 on the buzzer, right? So if you didn't,
Everybody else had their name up.
yeah, I know. Well, then how come it doesn't show their buzzer on the door then, on the front, front?
Because
It's a
different
security
system
building.
in a different
Yes,
time.
yes, and maybe my mother was just smart about that. And she's like, well, here, the system's going to point out exactly where I live. I'm not going to do that so somebody can hurt me. The people that know will know, right? Could be. Or do you think it's because she's being paranoid? Which is it?
Jason,
Which is it? Like, I mean,
I am not having this conversation with you.
Of course you're not. But I had to have a fucking 25 to 30 minute conversation with you before every single doctor's appointment that you drove me to. How come I can't have a conversation with you? How come, but this is what I mean. How come you can force it on me and I can't even talk to you about it?
Get out of my face.
Yeah, but I'm just asking.
Get
How
out.
come you don't accept the things that you force on people? How come I can't talk to you the way you are with me? It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I know, I'm making toast. I don't care. I burn my toast. Yeah, I know. Who cares? That's my preference. Just
Well,
like my
then eat
coffee.
it while it's hot, so it doesn't end up in the garbage since I'm the one that paid for the bread.
Oh, okay. So since you're the one who paid,
I don't want to
since
go
you're
in
the
the
one who
garbage.
paid, since you're the one who paid for the pills, right? You know, you can't run away from the cigarette smoke, but I couldn't run away from the injection. And you take me to all the get all the pills, right? Right, Dola?
Get out.
Yeah. Can't talk to you about the way you talk to me, though. I can't even question it. Not allowed. I can't even question your shit. I'm supposed to blindly believe everything that you tell me. Right? Why is that? So you're saying I was sniffing gas when I was 13, Dola? So you just told me that I was sniffing gas when I was 13.
I did.
But I wasn't. So what makes you think that?
Well, that's what you say.
Yeah, so what? You can't just make shit up. Did you ever sniff gas with me? I'm just saying, how can you just say that? How can you say that? That's what I mean. So you're saying
I
that I
sniff
sniffed
gas all by myself. Now you're recording me.
No, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is you said that I was sniffing gas at 13.
Oh, Jason.
No, you were saying.
I can't even say.
No, I'm saying you were saying that I was sniffing. You just told me I was sniffing gas.
Get off my
You
carpet.
just told me I was sniffing gas.
Get off.
Answer me. You didn't even answer my other questions. You didn't answer.
I did answer.
No, you didn't. You just said other stuff. You didn't answer the questions. I went over it like 9 times already. You didn't say anything. You didn't apologize to me. So tell me again. I was sniffing gas at 13, right?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. What makes you think that?
I forget.
No, that if you forget, then you can't state that.
Okay, I can't state.
Well, that's what I mean. You state all kinds of things that you're not even around
Get
for.
out of here, Jason.
This is why you can't be taken seriously. This is the Munchausen Syndrome by proxy. This is when the person makes up stuff. That's what it is. It's when the person makes up stuff.
I'm going out myself.
Yeah, because you make up shit.
I'm
I know you don't care about me. That's why when I burn, well, yeah, but I have to listen to what you said.
You think I'm going to listen to
But
this?
think about it. I had to burn for 2 months for you, but you can't listen to me talk to you about it. It was worse. Me burning was worse on you than it was on me, wasn't it? That sounds like a psychopath. When me burning affects you more than me. Yeah, whatever. You sound crazy. I mean, you brought it up. Do you even know what it is? Huh?
No, I'm a stupid fuck. I don't know anything.
Well, you should be able to tell me what it is, seeing how you told me that's what I got. Like, you don't even understand what it is. You just told me I had oppositional defiant disorder.
Dr. James diagnosed you with that.
No, that's because
Means doing the opposite.
No, that's not what that is. What that is the fact that some people over-control people, and then just because the person's not listening to what they're saying doesn't mean they're just being oppositional defiant. They just don't want to do it. It's kind of like you just not wanting to do. Well, then how come I can't talk to your doctor once? You know why? Because you have oppositional defiant disorder.
Because I'd be embarrassed if your doctor knew what in that case you were.
No, that's not it. You're just embarrassed. Your doctor already knows. I already sent her fucking messages and videos. I already fucking did. Watch out for this car coming to you, twit. Yeah, that's right. Back into the car, you dummy. So you seem to think that I have defiant disorder just because I don't want to do everything that you tell me. That's not a diagnosis. That just goes to show how stupid you are. So because I don't do everything you tell me, it's oppositional defiant disorder?
No. Because you were diagnosed with that by a qualified...
No, that's but they're listening to you and my mother, though. And you guys are overdo shit. You overdo shit. Just like the doctor said, that there's no reason why you would even take me to 10 doctor's appointments. So why would you take me to more than 10 doctor's appointments?
Don't worry, I won't take you to...
Yeah, no, but I mean, there's something wrong with you for doing that, though. That's what I'm saying.
Or will I be taking you for your second...
There's something wrong with you for doing that, though, is what I mean. How come... Is that... When I told you not to show up and take me to the doctors, is that oppositional defiant disorder, Dola? Dola? Wouldn't that be classified as oppositional defiant disorder?
Whatever you say, you know it all anyway.
Well, I just told you. I told you not to... Yeah, but it's not whatever. This is what actually happened. I told you not to come and you'd show up anyway.
You say...
You'd show up anyway. You'd show up anyway, and now you blame me for it. Now that I'm bringing it to your attention, you're like, he's blaming me for everything. But you did do it. But you...
You know everything. You're a genius. And you repeatedly...
Yeah, compared to you, yeah. Compared to you, with me knowing that I was overdosing on medication, that it wasn't anxiety, a psychologist, someone else are going to say, like, she's retarded. There's no way that she can tell how he feels. There's no way. But you did, didn't you, Dola?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You told me it was anxiety. You told me. Yes, I know. But that's what you told me. Yes, I know. So don't you think that I would know the difference between the way the pills made me feel and anxiety? With me, the one going through it. Don't you think? So that's what I'm talking about. So don't you think? Me, the one going through it. Don't you think I would know if I had anxiety since I was 3? Don't you think I could tell the difference between how I felt? How come that wasn't good enough, Dola? See, you never, anything that goes in my favor, you don't say anything, you just shut right down. And they say that too with people with Munchausen Syndrome and with freaking borderline personality disorder. Yeah, borderline personality disorder. What they do is they just leave things out to fool the doctors and stuff. They don't answer it. That's why when they hear this stuff, they're going to be, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. And she's been the one that's taken him to the doctor all the time. So, and to everything else. But it's my fault for questioning it. I have oppositional defiant disorder because I question it. I question the dummy about making me do things that she won't even do for me once. And then she comes up with any excuse not to do it. Any excuse not to do it. It's crazy. You'd be embarrassed? Don't you think I'm embarrassed? Going to 100 doctor's appointments for my nuts and shit? Don't you think I was embarrassed? How come you can't be embarrassed? How come I can't help you? How come only you get to choose for me? How come nobody else can decide anything? Huh? How come you're the only one who gets to ask questions? How come you're the only one who needs answers? You can't guide my whole life and not respond to me. This is me. This is what I mean. When the psychologist sees this, they're going to be like, yeah, he's talking about himself. How come only the stuff that you say is relevant? And when I was when you were taking me to see the doctor, you wouldn't even see me. You'd only see me for 45 minutes before we went to see the doctor. So all the stuff that you fed to the doctor is all bullshit anyway. Like, you shouldn't be the one giving the reference to the doctor about anything, about my well-being, about anything, especially when I didn't live with you at the time. And then you chose to drive 3 hours to take me to the hospital to go see the doctor that I didn't want to go see in the first place. Right? So that's my fault, right? It's my fault, right, Dola? Come on, Dola, answer the question. How come I'm the only one? How do I know you're not listening if you don't answer me? It's a lie of omission.
Same thing about you.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But you
answer me.
Yeah, but I don't answer you now because you've been doing this for years. There's a difference. You've been to 100 doctor's appointments. I barely bug you, so now I'm on you about everything. Now I don't have to answer you. I've already went through this, so how come you don't answer me? How come when I ask you the first time, you can just deny it? How come when I ask you the first time, you've had a belly full, or that's enough? How come when I tell you the first time, you don't just listen to me? Huh? How come? How come, Dola?
Sound like a broken.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just asking you. Like, you sound like a broken record. You took me to 100 doctor's appointments. Of course I sound like a doctor of a fucking broken record. I told you not to show up. So why did you show up? You look like a fucking broken record. So anyways, since you could talk to my doctor all that many times and then you're a specialist on me so much when you didn't even fucking live with me, how come I can't talk to your doctor? Like, what's the problem? What's the problem? How come it's all right for you and not for me? How come you don't answer anything I say? Why? You're acting like it didn't happen. Like, you're like a little kid covering his eyes in the corner. Nobody can see me because I'm retarded. Oh, he spoke mean to me.
Yeah, it just takes a little time. It takes a little time to shift them over. Yeah, that was something that I learned really from watching people in Boston. Like, not very much
Is there a reason why you didn't answer any of my questions? Like, I mean, I'm just wondering. You promised me that you'd have a conversation. No, you didn't, and I played it 9 times. I played it 10 times, and you didn't answer the questions. You didn't answer
Played
my
11
chat.
times then.
Well, why don't you listen so you know yourself that you did not answer the questions? So that I can prove it to you. How come you won't? How come I can't use intelligence to prove it to you? But you can demand me to talk to you over 100 times with the doctors. You'd coach me before I went to the doctors. Yeah, close the door, right? One time I didn't even finish eating my food yet, and you bitched about me not eating it fast enough, so then I forced myself to eat it and I ended up barfing. And then you did the same thing you just did now. I know, yeah, but I just finished eating some of the stuff. I just finished eating the last bit of the stuff that I was eating, and then you had something to mention it. That's what I mean. Like, there's something wrong.
It's just,
you choose it. You get to choose it. It's, I know, but
food sitting
I can't tell you
around.
anything. How
It
can I tell
attracts
you anything?
bugs,
I
haven't
can't
you
tell you
heard?
anything. Do you need the bathroom?
Not this minute,
Okay.
no. It attracts bugs, for God's sake.
You are a fucking bug. why can't I come? Because you were gonna take me anyway.
I'm not listening to you screaming and
Well,
cursing at
then
me.
maybe you don't have to come at me the way you do. Because the other day I was still chewing on my food
Oh,
when you
I
got me.
did.
I was chewing on my food still yesterday when you were onto me. I'm just saying.
You were not.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I had just swallowed. I'm telling you, I just had finished it. I had my toast sitting on my thing, and I had just finished it. And then you were on me. It's just like too when you came. At one time, there's 24 times that you asked me when I still had coffee in my mug. 24 times in a week. What do you have to get that for? Because I told you you're a cunt. Why? Because I told you you're a cunt. You have to do that.
Your management that you forced to take in prison didn't do you much good,
Whatever.
did it?
Yeah, whatever. You have your management. You burnt me. You won't even respond to me. You burnt me for 2 months. For 2 months I burned, and you didn't. And I can't even talk to you about it. You don't even care. Me calling you a cunt is worse than me burning for 2 months. And feeling like I came down off cigarettes for 2 years is worse, right? You used to drive 3 hours from Kenfolk to take me to the doctors that I told you not to come, and then you tell me that I brought myself there when it was you, right? Who was it, Dola? Was it me or you? Who come and picked me? Who took me to the hospital, Dola, to go see the doctor?
I did.
Why?
Because you needed it.
No, I didn't need it. No, you have problems. You have a problem. How do you know you don't need it? How come I can't help you, Dola? How come I can't help you with your problem? How come I can't help you with your problem? How come when I was eating my food and I didn't finish my food fast enough for you, I ate it to the point where I barfed, right? I got sick, physically sick, and then you got mad at me. You got mad at me because I didn't eat my food fast enough. You're not even looking like you even care. And you burnt me for 2 fucking months. I felt like I was coming down off cigarettes for 2 years. For 2 years. 2 years, Dola. Why is that, Dola? How come I couldn't stop you? How come I couldn't stop you?
You could.
How? I told you not to come. You came anyway. Huh?
It's easy.
What do you mean?
I didn't carry you.
No, you didn't carry me to the car. What you would do is say you want to talk to me for a minute. We'll go get some food, and then you would drive and park downtown and leave me down there. Yeah, you would. Well, then you wouldn't drive me home. You wouldn't take me home. So what you do is you would lure me.
have to get
Yes, I did, because you had the police come and take me. That's how fucked up you are. You had the police. Yes, you did. The police came to my mother's house and come and took me away the very first time. So it's coercion. No, it's coercion. You shouldn't have been there. That's what the whole problem is. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. You have Munchausen Syndrome by proxy. The doctors already know. So do the RCMP. They already know. Yeah, they do. That's why as soon as I talk to you about it, you run away. You can confront me with everything. I can't even talk to you about anything. Why is that? How come everything I talk to you about, you don't have to answer or respond to me, but I have to talk to you? You used to coach me before every single doctor's appointment. We would talk for 45 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes about what I was going to go over with the doctor. Yes, we did. We'd sit there because I wouldn't want to go. And then we'd sit there until I went. That's what you do. You would take me 2 miles or 2 kilometers away from my house, right? And then sit there. Yeah, well, that's the truth, though.
You really believe all that?
But it's the truth, though. You would take me to get the food. You would go get the food. We would park, and then you would try to coerce me. You would tell me that if I didn't go, that I was going to have to go to the nut house, right? You didn't tell me that? You didn't tell me if I didn't go to the hospital that I would go to the nut house, Dola?
No.
Yes, you did. You said multiple fucking times. You still do. You still do. So that means because you gave me money, I deserve to burn? Is that what you're saying?
No, it means you
Yeah, but I
can't
burnt.
blackmail me
Yeah, but I
for the
burnt.
rest of my life.
Yeah, but I burnt. You disabled me, so I have nothing now. You disabled me. People that go through that type of training, they don't have anything in the future. They're disabled for the rest of their lives. That's why they have to have serious thought before they put somebody through this. And you have it points all the finger to Munchausen Syndrome by proxy. Every bit of it. Because you're there from the school, everywhere. And then you say it's because I live with you. It's not because I live with you. Because I didn't live with you when you started this. So now you're saying because you gave me money, and the thing is you gave me that money after you burnt me. So it's not like you gave me a bunch of money before you burnt me. So how come I get to burn? How come it's anxiety, Dola? Huh? How come you don't answer me? How come it's anxiety, Dola?
Because we've been over and over.
No, but how come it's anxiety though? Like, you're not me. I knew that if I had anxiety since I was 3, right? Don't you think I
did?
Yes, don't you think I could tell the difference if I was burning? If I already had anxiety? Don't you think? Don't you think, Dola?
What does burning have to do with anxiety?
Because the medication made me burn, and you told me it was anxiety. I tried to stop taking the medication and you wouldn't let me. You told me you said there's going to be you're not getting off the medication over anxiety, and that's your exact words, and we're not going to speak about it again. That's what you said. We're not going to speak about this again. And I was like, I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to be on this medication anymore. I don't want to go to the doctor anymore, and you'd show up anyway. So why is that? When I was burning, like, how come you can feel what I'm going through better than me? Can you answer me that? How come me burning is anxiety to you? Dola.
I didn't say it was anxiety.
Yes you did, because I was fucking burning, and I said, I don't feel good on this. And I said, I don't want to go to the hospital anymore. And you come anyway, and you told me under no circumstances am I going to be getting off this medication because of my anxiety. And then I burnt for 2 months. And the other medications are worse. I freaking felt like I was coming down off cigarettes for fucking 2 years. Worse. So tell me how that's worth it. Tell me how you get to decide all that. And the doctor I talked to said when you say it's necessary, it's not. That's you saying it's necessary. They say it's necessary for you. So it was necessary for you to drive 3 hours to come pick me up. It's necessary for you to do it.
Whatever you say.
Okay, well, no, but that's what I'm saying. It was necessary for you to do that when I told you not to come.
Whatever you say.
I told you not to come. I told you not to come. And then there's times when you used to take me to the hospital, I wouldn't. You said, well, when I wouldn't want to go, you said, well, here, we'll go get some food and we'll talk about it. Remember that, Dola? Yeah. So, do you remember that or not? Sometimes when I wouldn't want to go, you said, here, let's go get some food, we'll talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you'd park down by Point Pleasant Park, the furthest part in Halifax away from my house.
No,
To
because
force me to
that's
go.
where you didn't want to be around anybody. You didn't
No,
want to see anybody.
I didn't want to be out in the first place. That's what I mean. I didn't want to be out. I didn't want to be out. You see, that's what I mean. You got me out, and then I felt uncomfortable. See, you make more sense now than you ever did. But you're wrong. You're proving yourself wrong. So now since you just said that I didn't...
Wrong.
No, you are when it comes to this. Hey, okay, well then tell me how you can tell when I'm burning. Tell me how you can tell when I'm burning, Dola.
I can't tell when you're burning.
Okay, well that's what the lawyer wants to know, why you think that you could tell when I was burning. Why was it anxiety, Dola? Was it the best thing that you could come up with? Why is it the best thing you could come up with, Dola? Dola, how come you don't answer me? How come you don't answer me, Dola?
Shut the hell up,
Well,
Jason.
I thought it was...
I'm taking you back.
I'm burning.
You said you wanted
I'm
to go
burning.
back for your stuff, so
I'm burning.
taking you back.
I'm burning, right? And that's what I mean. You just ignore me when I told you.
I'll go in and get my sound,
when I told you,
and I am leaving.
and when I told
and
you,
I will e-transfer you the goddamn money, and you will get the fuck out as soon as I do.
No, anyways.
Because I can't get my hands on it today.
Anyway.
That amount of money.
Anyway,
and it's
Dola,
24
so
hours.
how can you tell when I am burning? How come when I tell you I'm burning, it doesn't matter? You just ignore me like you do now.
I can't get it out.
Yeah, I know, but you just ignore me. You're still ignoring me. Just like you didn't answer any of my questions that I recorded the other time. I just want to have this for the lawyer so they know how fucked up you are.
You tell the lawyer whatever
Well,
you want.
you're already telling them enough right now.
Lawyer anyway.
You're telling us. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I have all these recordings. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't answer any of my questions either. And then you said you apologized to me and you didn't. None of that stuff. I played it fucking 10 times. You didn't say any of it. You're a dictator. You just want me to do everything that you fucking say. You threatened me with the police so that I would get medicated so you could have friends. So you could talk to people and have something to do in the background. Yeah, because you have so many friends and everybody's knocking the door and trying to hang with you. And it's like, oh, it's easier than having a friend that's not going to fucking really care about me. It's better just make an appointment with the doctor. $1,000. Yeah, no, but that's...
You make make your plans and to get the hell out on 24 hours.
You're lying in the paperwork. You never even met my father, and you're lying about him. I got you, and all the stuff you say is a lie. And all the stuff you say is a lie. I got you lying. You're lying in the paperwork. You never even met my father, and you're lying about him. He knows too.
Well, you make your plans and to get the hell out on Tuesday because I can't put the order in to get the money out until Monday. And that means 24 hours. I can't get it until Tuesday.
You said that I'm running you out of your own home, right? You said I'm running you out of your own home, right? What about when you used to come to my house and burn me up? And I had no choice. And I have a recording of you telling me, well, I shouldn't have been there. So you used to come to my house and do this to me, right? And I can't speak about it to you. That's what I mean. How come you don't answer me, Dola? How come you don't answer me, Dola? And all your friends for the conspiracy trying to make me look bad so that you don't have Munchausen Syndrome. They've been watching for years. So I don't know where the fuck you're going. She's leaving now anyways, you guys.
They show you upstairs.
I've been sick for years and went to over 100 doctor's appointments.
And I've been paying for it ever since, and I'll pay for it until the day I
You disabled me.
will cut you out of my life.
But the thing is that stuff disables people, so you did that to me. Didn't you tell me not to go to work? How come you told me not to work? Why did you tell me not to work if you didn't want to take care of me in the future? How come you're not answering me?
You want to take care of you for the rest of your goddamn life.
Yeah, but then why would you tell me that I was never ready for a job? I was only ready for treatment. Yeah, but that's what you say. This is all you. This is what I mean. I'm not you. This is your personality disorder. People with borderline personality disorder, they're too interpersonal. They take things on their own. They take things on their own. They get so affected by people in their surroundings that they have to control all of it.
My way.
Well, how come you don't answer me? So how did you expect me to be by telling me not to work? How did you expect that to turn out, Dola? How come you don't answer me? And this is what I mean. This is how they know. If I don't answer you right away, answer me. Or then it's like, oh, it's a live emission, Jason. How come you don't answer me? How come you don't play by any of your own rules? How come you're exempt from me talking to your doctor or telling you what I think about your mental health? How come you can talk to me hundreds of thousands of times since I was a kid about fucking mental health and I can't talk to you about yours? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm coming right back. I have to make 2 trips.
Okay.
I guess that would lead out to the second story porch. No hardware on the door though. Seems like this house